Welcome to a day in the life of...
We've dropped the bomb.
Breaking news! Niantic has just announced some major rebalances for all weapons. Here in this video, I'm gonna cover what they are and what they might potentially mean. Before we get into it, my opinion is that they have some really sweet readjustments coming our way. I find all of them very fair and very fitting for every weapon type. These will be updated in the Winter 2023 Fulminations in the Frost major update on 7th December. Without further ado, let's get into it. Sword and Shield. You will get less damage reduction when you guard attacks. If you do a well-timed perfect guard, it reduces more damage than a regular timed guard. I think this is really fair and prevents an abuse of being able to just guard randomly, but also rewards SNS players for performing guard with a defense boost when they time it well. And that's not all. Whether or not you perform a perfect or regular timed guard, they are further incentivizing guarding by allowing quicker transition from guard to backstep than before. This is going to make the whole guarding playstyle a lot more fluid. It looks to me that they are really trying to reward and encourage players to play the weapon as intended and designed, which is incorporating the shield into the playstyle. Very often, we see SNS players underutilizing the blocking feature. This is understandable if your armor does not meet the defense requirements at higher star monsters. But at least now, what we're going to have to hope for is that with the added damage reduction for perfect guards, it may be able to compensate for your lack of defense if your armor stats does not match up. We will really have to see for this one. SNS players, do share your thoughts. Now, what about the Greatsword? Great news! The window of knockback prevention when tackling will now begin sooner. In other words, this means it's going to be much easier for you not to flinch upon tackling and get that sweet damage reduction upon a successful tackle. Super essential and is going to make it a lot less punishing for GS users to get their tackling game on. The transition from a charge slash to the next level of charge slash will be quicker than before. You will be able to evade more quickly after a charge slash. When you tap after a tackle into the jumping wide slash, you will now be able to move into a charge slash by just tapping and holding. I love these quality of life adjustments. They are definitely going to make the Greatsword gameplay a lot more fluid and just way more comfortable. Now for the hammer. You will now be able to move toward the locked on target more smoothly. You will also be able to evade more quickly after all attacks. Very similarly to the Greatsword, the hammer is definitely going to feel a lot less clunky and more fluid with the quicker evade activations. Now, for my bias, the bow. Higher damage reduction when distance between you and a monster is not optimal. All large monsters will be more resistant to shots aimed at their non-weak parts. A perfect evade will now increase the charge level by 2. The speed of rapid arrows will be slightly increased for better accuracy when attacking the target part. I overall love these adjustments as it is really capturing the bow as it should be. It's no fun if we didn't actually need any aiming skills. The bow should definitely be punished for bad marksmanship. On the flip side, this can also give us something to brag about when we hone our abilities to target weak spots and weak spots only. Now we can actually say the bow takes skill to play. The light bowgun. Higher damage reduction when the distance between you and a monster is not optimal. All large monsters will be more resistant to shots aimed at their non-weak parts. Achieving a perfect evade when your ammo is maxed out will grant a bonus of just +1 to the number of ammo. Very fair, and what I said about the bow stands here as well. Light bowgun players should be playing with at least some level of marksmanship. Not gonna lie, the whole recharging max number of shells from a perfect evade while even at 0 ammo was busted AF. I must say though that the change to +1 ammo at max shells does seem like a huge dip. The additional condition for the ammo cycle to be at max charge is a real limiting factor here, and this could mean a shift in the lightbowgun playstyle, where relying on recharging with perfect evades would not be too optimal. They went hard on that one, and I hope not many of you lightbowgun players have gotten too used to cycling through just one ammo type with perfect evades. And lastly, for the longsword. The longsword is perfect and there's no changes they're gonna make. That is all for the weapon changes, and if you haven't yet heard about what else will be releasing on the 7th of December, check this video out by Shanzi Plays. He brings you through what they will be releasing in the Frost of Fulminations patch. I would love to hear what you guys think about the changes that they are making to the weapons, so please do share your thoughts in the comment box below. I have also included a link to the patch if you would like to have a read for yourself. I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye bye!